Ball is in the air, and you see what may be a hand in the air. Could be a fair catch. Let's go to the kickoff. All right, we're setting this up. We've got a kickoff. You see, make sure you got a legal kickoff formation. It looks like we do. Here we go. Here's our kickoff. Now look at the receiver. Oh, we're going to show what happens on this one. We're going to play it all the way out. It's a run back for a touchdown. Here we go. Oops, I want to hide those results so you can't see them. All right, here we go. Once again, you saw what the result of the play was, but now we're going to ask right there, that little movement by the receiver. We're going to show it one more time. Little movement by the receiver. Okay, here we go. And now you know what happens. We're going to show it again. Movement by the receiver. What do we got? So the poll question. For those of you who are ready to go on the poll, let me get that one up and running here. So there's the poll question. All right. So play number 1, kickoff, touchdown. Is this a fair catch? Yes or no? Is it a fair catch? That's all I want to know. Is this a fair catch? Yes or no? Go back to the play so everybody can get another look at it. We want to know if the action by that receiver here, the short receiver, that little whatever, is that enough for a fair catch? Should this play have been stopped? So yes or no. There it is. We got about 17 people who are participating. 19. We'll give it another second here for people to participate. We're going to go to Robert last on this one. Let's go ahead and look at the results. Let's look at the results now just to see with our 23. We've got 74% that said no and 26% that said yes. So it's not like 100%. It's obviously there's people who have questions, and it's changing a little bit right now. So as more and more people vote, but that is the initial reaction. So I'm going to bring in Bill on this one first, and we'll go and see what Bill thinks. Bill, is this enough? Fair catch? Should we shut this one down? Talk to? What do you got?
Well, I'm one of those. I would never make it a talk to. You're either going to shut it down or you're going to let it go, and that. But he makes a motion with his arm that can be interpreted that and I wouldn't say it was a legal fair catch, but he's made a signal there. Shame on him. You catch the ball's dead.
All right, Mike, what do you got?
Well, as Bill pointed out, it's likely not a valid fair catch signal. So it wouldn't be a fair catch where they can put it wherever they want and all the other benefits that come from getting a fair catch. But it is a dead ball.
All right, so that's enough for you. It's a dead ball. And we're still about 70% that say no fair catch, 30% that said yes. Robert, what do you got?
What do I deem the play to be?
Yeah.
Invalid fair catch. Any signal of any kind would be deemed as an invalid fair catch, and you shut it down.
Okay. Now, what is anybody texted or anything that said anything?
Yeah, Mr. Mike Brown, my man here in Aurora, Illinois. Invalid fair catch. Well said, Michael. So far, that's the only comment we have.
All right.
So, the question is set up is that a fair catch? No, by rule, because he didn't wave his hand in a fair catch signal. But could the poll have said, is it an invalid fair catch? That's kind of the question in this regard.
Well, I mean, that's a good point. You could have gone either way. Maybe that's why some people said no. And that would be a good comment if somebody had a comment. I'm going to go back to the play. I'll tell you what I think. I think in this one, you know what? If I saw that, I'm killing it. And I'm just going to kill it. Say I saw them give a wave. I'm not even going to think twice, most likely, about it. I'm just going to say, if the coach says, well, what happened? What happened? He goes, he put his hand up. He waved. And I'm not going to call an invalid fair catch. I'm not going to call an illegal fair catch. I'm just going to call fair catch. We're going to spot the ball and move on. And to Mike's point, yeah, do they have I would give them the option. We got a fair catch, let's go. Because in the end, is the receiving team going to be happy about this? Possibly, but you know what? They don't. If you stop it at that point, that second part doesn't happen. And so they don't know what would have happened. They don't know it would have been a touchdown. And you'll see it on the film that the kid did do wave. That's just where I'm going. I'm not even going to, if I see that and I see it, I'm just killing it and I'll go right to the coach. I saw the kid wave his hand. And then we're moving on. That's my thought on it. So, all right, let's head to the next play. Unless Robert's got something that he wants to add from the text or anything.
Can
like
I
that.
add one comment, Tim?
Yeah, all right, Bill. Bill, go for it. What do you got?
In the event that, it's one thing if you blow it dead and now the kid continues to run and there's some action or something like that you're going to flag him for running with a dead ball. But if we're late in shutting this down, okay, then I'm not going to penalize him that he ran 10 yards and I went, oh my gosh, that was a fair catch or a signal. So if it's on us that he continued to run, you would not add any penalty yardage to it.
Oh, yeah, I agree with that. I mean, whether, and that's one of those where it's like, where the coach, I think it's a free one. I think it's one of those where the coaches try to bait you into calling that delay a game. I mean, it's got to be so obvious that the kid, even if this was like a normal fair catch situation, I mean, we've talked about this before. I want to see that kid, I mean, really like running. Like, and when you blow your whistle, you don't, to kill it, he doesn't stop. Do you agree with that one, Bill? I mean, you want that one, you don't want to split hairs on that, right?
No, not at all.
All right, so we're going to move on to our next one here. So I'll get the next, so the final was 67-33, but Robert's point that, well, is it a valid or invalid fair catch? It was a pretty simple question.